Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different to anything I've ever done before on my channel because I have never spoken about movies or TV shows or books really, except for maybe the odd question in a question and answers. But today I'm going to be talking about Netflix. So I know everyone loves a bit of Netflix, who doesn't? It's so accessible and easy and pretty much everything you could ever want is on there. And so over the past few years I have watched a few shows, but not too many because I try to steer clear, because once I start a series I have to finish it like within a few days, or else there's no other option. I just have to straight watch it all day long, 24/7 until it's over. So I have found a few of my favorites. I'm going to be talking about my top 5 Netflix picks. Wow, Netflix picks. So if you would like to hear about my top 5, then just keep watching. So I'm not going to go in any particular order because honestly I don't think I could order these because they're all extremely different in my opinion. But I'm going to start off with something that has been a favourite since I was a little girl, or whenever it started, and I have probably mentioned this before on my channel, but briefly only, and that is the show Lost. Now, this probably started when I was maybe 12? I don't know guys, let me know if you know how long it's been around because it's a while. But I just absolutely loved this show. It just got me in straight away, and it just has so many twists and turns that you never see coming. And so because I was actually so young when that was first on, I was not allowed to stay up till 9:30 every single night to watch it. So I only watched select episodes, and then the series did continue to 7 seasons, I think, and I just kind of gave up after 4 or 5, I'm pretty sure. So last year or the year before, I actually rewatched the whole thing from start to finish, and I have no regrets. It was amazing. It's like a bit crazy and weird, but I honestly highly recommend you guys watch it because I just love it, and it will always have a place in my heart because I feel like I grew up with it, and then rewatching it all I was just like wow, and there was just so much that I missed, so I'm so glad I watched it. But have you guys watched Lost? Because I feel like I don't hear anyone talk about it. I know it's it's like old news now, but I still love it and I will still always recommend it to people. So the second show is probably something a lot of you would have heard about or watched, and that is Orange is the New Black. Now, I didn't think I was gonna like this. I don't know, women, prison. I just thought it was gonna be a bit too much for me. Like obviously it's a women's prison, there's a lot of lesbian action, and prisons are just dangerous and violent places, so I wasn't really sure what was gonna draw me in, like how a show like that was really gonna be interesting. But my best friend Alicia just pushed me and pushed me and pushed me, and finally I was like, okay, I've got a lot of time on my hands, I will watch it. So I probably finished the whole thing, which is three seasons maybe, and the next one's coming out halfway through this year, and I'm already extremely excited. But I finished it in about 2 weeks or less, and I pretty much watched it all day every day, and it was not good. But I just couldn't stop because they end every episode on a cliffhanger, and I just gotta know what happens after that. So yeah, I don't even really know what to say about the show. It's just so much more than you expect it to be, and yes, the sexual scenes are uncomfortable. Don't recommend watching with your mum or dad or something, but it is a really good show, and you get really connected to some of the characters, and I don't know, I feel like it's got a lot of good meaning in it rather than just like a show to just keep you entertained. Yeah, it's really enjoyable, and you also do learn, although I know it's not probably super realistic, you do learn a bit about the prison system, and especially the women's prisons, and I just found it really interesting. So yes, I definitely recommend that one as well. And the good thing about all these shows that I've picked, I feel like they're very unisex. Like they're not girly, they're not manly, they're just something that everyone can appreciate and enjoy. So the third show I'm going to be talking about is Haters Back Off. Now, if you are a YouTube watcher, you would probably know who Miranda Sings is. She is one wacky character, and so obviously Colleen, the person who is Miranda, created a series based around Miranda, and it was called Haters Back Off because that's obviously one of her phrases, and I had been hearing about it, and I think my sister watched it, and it's only one season, like maybe 8 episodes or something, and I actually watched it only just last week and the week before, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I watched the first episode and I thought, okay, this is so cringy, I'm not gonna get through this. Jake's probably sitting there listening thinking, what the hell is she watching? Like, how low budget is that show? But obviously the style of the show is just based on Miranda, so really they did it absolutely perfectly. I loved every single character. There was also a bit of meaning behind that show as well, which is good. It's good to have a show that's entertaining and also has some values put in there, so you kind of feel like you're, I don't know, learning something. Not learning something, but you know what I mean. So yes, I only recently finished that and I really enjoyed it. I don't have much else to say about that either, because it's definitely more entertainment than really learning anything. But if you were a Miranda fan, then you will thoroughly enjoy it. I'm not the biggest fan of her. She can obviously get annoying, but that's kind of her deal. That's what she does. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I feel like I've already said that 50,000 times. Sorry, gonna say it probably a lot more. If you're just looking for an easy show to watch that's gonna give you a bit of a laugh, then definitely check that one out, although it's really shitty when it ends because I didn't realize it was only one season. So I'm hoping she actually makes another season. Then I'm hoping it did well enough that they can create another one, because the way it ended, I was just like, no, I have so many questions. So that's probably going to turn you off it a bit, but it's still worth it. Still watch it. The fourth show I'm going to be telling you guys about is called Narcos, I think, or Narcos. I'm not 100% sure, but let's just say Narcos. And this is a drug lord kind of show. I don't know. The main character is based on one of the richest, biggest, well-known drug kings of the world, I'm pretty sure. And I watched this with Jake probably a year and a half ago, so I can't remember too much about it, but I do know that it was just so interesting and gripping, and we would watch one episode and then we'd be like, yeah, we'll just watch one, but then after it finished, you just wanted to watch another one. It was so hard to stop, so we'd often watch 2 or 3, and they're quite long episodes too, so they do take up a bit of time of your day, but you know, we'd watch them at night just before bed, so that was okay. So yeah, the storyline is just extremely gripping, and because I can't remember much about it, I've just quickly googled it so that I can give you a brief description. And it says, set and filmed in Colombia, it tells the story of a drug kingpin Pablo Escobar, who becomes a billionaire through the production and distribution of cocaine. Also focuses on his interactions with drug lords, DEA agents, and various opposition entities. So you also follow the storyline of DEA agents who are trying their hardest to catch him out, but because drug lords are just actually geniuses, they are impossible. So it's really interesting to watch that back and forth happening, and also seeing Escobar deal with other drug lords and, you know, having drug wars and stuff. I don't know, it's just so interesting, and a lot happens, and again, so many twists and turns, and you just never know what he's gonna do next, and he's so smart. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. Again, you guys need to watch it. And my fifth and final, which I saved to last because this is the one I want you guys to watch the most. I still can't pick whether it's my favorite or not, but it is the one that you need to watch. So I've never really been a documentary person. I just didn't think they were that interesting, but I was so wrong, because they're exactly the opposite. They're the most interesting, in-depth things you will ever watch, and they just are so gripping. So this one is called Making a Murderer. You have probably heard people talk about it, and it is because it is one of the best shows I have ever watched. It will make you pull your hair out, it will make you cry, it will make you laugh, it will make you angry. Actually no, it won't make you laugh. Maybe laugh at like how angry you are. But yes, this show, I made my mum watch it and she loves it just as much as me. So in this documentary, we follow the life of a man called Stephen Avery, who really didn't do it easy and is still not doing it easy to this day. So basically he spent almost 17 years, I believe, in prison for a rape or sexual assault that he did not commit, and eventually after that time he was let out of prison because some DNA came through that proved that he was actually innocent, as he had been claiming for 17 years. And then when he was released, he obviously wanted some compensation for that time, so he sued the local county that put him there. And while he was in the middle of his compensation case, he was actually then accused of a murder and put straight in prison, and basically his roller coaster began again. So obviously with the title Making a Murderer, you get the idea that he is not guilty of that, and they are simply just trying to make him look like a murderer and frame him because they don't want to be wrong about him. They want to prove everyone that even though he didn't do the first crime, he definitely did the second crime because he's a bad person. So obviously this whole time he is again pleading not guilty because he believes he is not guilty. And yeah, you just get to follow that whole storyline and both sides and lawyers on both sides, and hearing his side and hearing his family and all the county officers. And it is just extremely interesting. Again, that was another show that I just had to keep watching episode after episode because I just wanted to know what the hell was happening to him, and I just felt bad for him because that man goes through hell. But yeah, it is just one of the best shows. As I said, I'm pretty sure at the start, one of the best shows that I've ever watched in my entire life, and I want to continue finding documentaries like this because it's amazing. So those are my top 5 Netflix picks. Make sure to let me know down below what is your top pick from Netflix, and have you seen any of the shows that I recommended, and what's your opinion on them? Because I always get curious, especially with something like Making a Murderer, if people find it as good and as gripping as I do. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually really enjoyed filming it, although it was a little bit difficult. I was really struggling with finding the right words to describe shows, so I'm sorry that my descriptions maybe weren't that good, but I think you guys get the idea. And obviously if I piqued your interest a little bit, you can then go and Google it and see if you do want to watch it or not. But yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and make sure to subscribe down below if you are new. And I hope you are having an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!